Tell us about the Yale professor that inspired you
Oh,
to pursue a career in law.
more like kicked me. I was an undergrad. I was in this program called the Intensive English Major at Yale, which was full of a lot of people who were going to go get a PhD. And I was in that group. And but I come to talk to the professor who was teaching this program one day, and he's sitting in his office, and he puts a bag on the table, and he says, "Do you know what this is?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, "That's my lunch." "Do you know why I bring my lunch to school in a bag?" And "No, sir." Because I can't afford to eat out. And I am an associate professor at Yale. I'm one of the better compensated people in this industry. You need to ask yourself, Don, is it the poetry? Is it the close reading? Is it the writing? Is it really the English? And if it's not English, I have two words for you: law school. So that's how I sort of started focusing more on law school and less on English literature.
What is FEDARB and how are you involved?
Well, FEDARB is a national organization that supplies neutrals for people in complex cases. And they have more Article III retired judges than any other group in the country. They have asked myself and Scott Bales, the former Chief Justice here in Arizona, to be the first two people to work with FEDARB here in Arizona. So Scott and I used to be partners. We get along great, and I'm hopeful that he and I together can grow the business for FEDARB here in the state where they've never been before.
What is different between a paraprofessional and the existing paralegals?
A paralegal has to work under the supervision of a lawyer,
So that's
that's fine. But many of the paralegals, if you've been doing family law as a paralegal for 20 years, I'm betting you can pass the test to be a legal paraprofessional, in which case you could practice without a lawyer. But what I see coming actually is, think of a dental practice. When you go into the dentist, you probably get the hygienist for a good part of the experience that you have there. And the dentist comes in and checks out at a more senior educated level just to make sure everything's right. I think you'll see lawyers hiring groups of paraprofessionals who can handle maybe 80% of the simple things that come into the office. But when something is more complicated or gets beyond their sphere of training, the lawyer's right there to help. So I think you're going to see sort of a transformation that legal offices are going to look a little more like dental offices in the way they staff people. And as a result, it's going to cost less.